Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Snack Time with Chip. I'm Chip and let's get into this review demo foundation video. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me today. And if you're coming back, thank you again for all of your support and your love. I really appreciate it. And this video, we're going to be, and please don't mind my hair. I'm trying something out new today and it's just getting in my eyes like all the time. But anyways, so in this video, we're going to review my 5 high-end foundations that I hauled in a previous video. If you haven't seen that haul, I will link it down below. Check it out. And so I think I inserted a picture of them, but it's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, the Marc Jacobs foundation, NARS All Day Luminous Weightless foundation, the Lancome foundation, and the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream foundation. So those are the 5 that I hauled, and I have been trying them out each daily, just wanting to get a feel of their coverage, how well they blend, the, I guess, skin tone match. So let's go through these foundations. Today I went ahead and applied all 5 of these foundations on my face, and I will give you a little review and a little demo and my review on each foundation. So the first one that I tried on was the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So the packaging is adorable. It comes in a glass bottle, a black top. It has a little emblem here, Giorgio Armani, and I'm in the shade 11.5. It is a pump foundation, which I love. This foundation, when I apply it, it does have like a perfume scent. So applying this foundation is, I used a flat foundation brush to apply it. It is very silky. I mean, it is a silk foundation, so it's very silky to the face when I apply it, and it applies really easily. It's not thick and it's not watery. It's like right in between, so it's an easy application. On some days I will do the brush and a beauty blender just to make sure that it's a nice smooth complexion. But I find that this is not full coverage. This foundation, I would say, is almost, I don't want to say sheer, but I would say sheer to medium coverage. But definitely not full coverage. But also with this, I wouldn't want to build it up more, because the more I build up, the more I would get that perfume scent. So I would wear this on days that I don't want a complete full coverage foundation, but it does give a nice luminosity to my skin. And I'm combination, so I'm oily and dry, just depends on the day. But I did try this when I was oily and it didn't make me more oily, if that makes sense. So I really like that of this foundation. The next one that I tried is that I have is the Marc Jacobs. This is the Remarkable foundation in the number 84 Cocoa Medium. I love the packaging on this. It is a glass bottle as well. So the black top pops off and this screws off, and then you have like a glass bulb applicator. And so as you'll see in the demo, I kind of just take that and apply it to my face, and then I blend out my face. Applying, I feel like you have to work quickly with the Marc Jacobs. If you dot your face all over and then you go in to apply, some dots have already started to dry. So that makes that spot harder to blend out. So I recommend that you work, I guess, do one side first, then the other side, because I dotted my whole face and I already knew that I had to work fast to blend it out. But if you're just getting this foundation, I say that you just work in pieces to get the foundation as an even layer. I love this foundation because it's a matte foundation. Once it dries, it gives you just such a beautiful matte complexion, and I love matte foundations. So yeah, so if you're looking for a matte foundation, I say that the Marc Jacobs is a good go-to. Just have to remember that you have to work quick. The texture of this is not, it's not thick, but it's not it's not thick, but it's not watery, but it's creamy. I'll say that this is a creamy foundation, but it does dry quickly. The next foundation is the NARS Long Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This is also a glass bottle with a black top. I am loving foundations that have glass bottles and black tops for some reason. And wonderful, this is a pump. I love pumps, so yay for pumps. This foundation is, it says, you know, it's luminous, weightless. I find this to be more on the watery end than the creamy or thick end. I recommend, I can't remember what I used in the video. I think it was a beauty blender I used this with. But this actually is very easy to work with. It doesn't dry too quickly. Lightweight, definitely. I really cannot tell that I'm wearing this. Once again, I do have combination skin. This does not make me oily. And the next foundation is the Lancome, and this is their 24-hour ultra. It's their Tint Idol Ultra 24-hour makeup. This is also a glass bottle. It has a see-through cap, and it is a pump application type of foundation, a pump foundation, which I do love. It does match my skin pretty well. I just don't like the way it feels on my skin. For some reason, I just can't get over, like when I put it on, I'm just not happy with it. It just has a weird feeling for me. There's no smell to this foundation. It blends out, I use a beauty blender, it blends out fine. But for this one, if I ever do use a brush, I will also go with a beauty blender to make sure that I've got a good complexion, a good smooth surface. The Lancome foundation, I don't find it to be full coverage, but I find it to be a medium to full, so you can definitely build it up. I can feel this foundation. There's nothing wrong with this foundation. For me, personally, I just for some reason cannot get over the texture on my face. And the last one is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. So this one comes in the standard Becca packaging. You have the grayish, I don't know what this color is, blackish bottle with the silver cap, and this is also a pump applicator or a pump foundation, which I do love. This is thick and full coverage. So the way that I make this work is I do sections because I don't want it to dry, or I don't want it not to be able to be blendable, so I do it in sections. I use a damp beauty blender and I go to work. So let's go ahead and rank the foundations. So the first one is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I give this a yes. This foundation is so silky, it is easy to blend, the only con being the smell. It is buildable, but and luminous, but not oily. So for me, with my combination skin, I can still wear this and not, feel like a grease ball at the end of the day. The next one, the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation, I say this is a yes. A definite buy because I love the fact that it is a matte foundation. I love that, and this is also, for me, full coverage foundation, and so I like that it is full coverage. I like that it dries matte. The only con is that you have to work quickly to blend it out, and if you try to do it in sections, for me, I can tell when it dries, and then it's really hard to blend out. So the con is you just have to work fast. But for the product itself, the coverage, the feel, the texture, I say the finish, I say yes. The NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, as far as the way it covers, it's medium. For me, it's like a medium coverage, and luminous. I don't know. It says it's a luminous foundation, you know, like a glow. I guess I can see it when I apply it, but after I finish my face, it kind of goes away. So, I don't know. For me, it's not like, you know, glowing to the gods, but I don't really like glowing foundations like that make me look like I'm glowing. It's too much for me. So I would say the NARS is a maybe. Try it if you want. You might like it more than I do, but I'm not saying that I hate it. I'm not saying it's like an avoid. I say it's a maybe. You judge if you want to try it, but if you don't, I don't think you'll be missing out on anything. But if you do want to try it, you might find it to fit what your needs are for a medium coverage foundation. So the Lancome foundation, I say that this is a pass because I can't seem to like it. I can't seem to like it. I don't know why. I can't seem to like this foundation. So I say it's a pass. I just couldn't get over the texture of this one, and I don't know. I just couldn't get over it. So I say that this one is a pass. And the Becca Ultimate Cream Foundation, this is 100% yes. This would be what I recommend everyone and their mothers, their grandmothers, everyone. I love it. I love that it's thick, but it can sheer out, or you can make it to where it is thick and you know what I mean? Like, so if you were to use a small amount of this with a damp beauty blender, you can make it a sheer coverage. If you were using a good amount of this foundation, even with the beauty blender, it's full coverage. So it's like, it just depends how many pumps you use. For this full coverage look, I use 2 pumps per side. If I wanted it sheer, I would probably use half a pump on a side, or maybe 1 per side. But I do have a lot of breakouts, so I just want to make sure that I covered them up. I love the wear. I love I can feel it, but it doesn't bother me. You know, like I can feel that this is on my face, but it doesn't bother me. But I love this foundation. It's not my favorite packaging for a foundation. I do love these glass bottle foundations more because it's more elegant and pretty, and I like to display it. This I'll just like throw in a drawer and be like, oh, I know where it is. So the packaging is kind of like an to me, but for the product inside, it's great. So kudos, Becca. Oh. Kudos, Becca. You guys did great with this foundation, and I love the color selection. And on all of these foundations, there is a color selection for darker skin tones, which I commend to their companies. Thank you so much for thinking of the darker skin toned women. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think of the foundations, and thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Do you guys like the purple hair? Is it too much? I don't know. I don't know about it right now. Like I don't know right now, but I wanted to show you guys first. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Be safe. Bye.